What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on the Trans Am, and I'm sure it's an issue that a lot of you guys have, whether you have a Trans Am, Firebird, Camaro. It is the back hatch on these cars. So normally, if you have a key fob, you have a hatch pop. Or if you do not have a key fob, a lot of times there's a button under the dash where you can push it to open the hatch. So the problem is you click it and the hatch doesn't open, right? You come back here and pull on it. The other issue is, obviously, if you don't have this, you push the button, you come back here, doesn't open. So what you have to do is pull up on it, go back inside the car and push the button, or you have to click this again, and then once you do that, the hatch will open. So today, I'm gonna show you how we're gonna fix that. So the very first thing you wanna try before you do this method that I'm gonna show you is look at your rubber stoppers here. Are they adjusted way out? If they are, that could potentially be your problem because your hatch isn't going far enough down. So the easiest way to tell is put your hatch down. If you have a ton of movement up and down once the hatch is down, then that could be your issue, and you may just have to adjust these up. In that, like I said, that could fix your issue without doing what I'm going to show you. But on my car, that is not the case. I have no movement once the hatch is down, so that is not what we're going to do. The very first thing we need to do is we need to get this divider out of the way, and then we're going to take both this panel and the side panel out. Now you can use a couple different things to loosen this up. I generally use a flathead screwdriver. You don't want to be super crazy on this because they're just pieces of plastic. So generally what I do is just very carefully move them. You don't have to put a ton of pressure on them. Sometimes you have to move them up and down to get them out of the lock position. But you notice how easy it is to turn these. Like I said, sometimes if they're not wanting to move this panel up and down by pulling up on it, and that will make it easier to get out. Now, once you get those loose, you're gonna pull it up, and there are two clips back behind here. So you're gonna pull straight up at the same time you're pushing down here, and the clips come undone. Once you get that passenger side out, I'm gonna move on to the driver's side. Now this one's just held in with clips, and they're in similar positions to the ones that we pulled out on the other side. You also have those two clips in the front, so make sure you pull all that out, and we'll get this other panel out of the way. Now, the reason we need to take those panels out is because we need to be able to get to the latch mechanism. So you're just gonna pull your trunk carpet out of the way, and then we'll be able to see the factory spring, and that's what we're gonna be working with right here, is this spring on the side. So let me go grab the spring, and then I'll show you kind of what you need to do next. Now I went and grabbed the spring. It is a 5/8 inch spring that's 2.5 inches long, and I'll list that in the description down below, the part number that I'm using. But we're going to add that to the factory spring to give it the pressure it needs to open this hatch. You're probably going to need a set of needle nose pliers, or at least a set of pliers, to get this into position. But that's our next step, is to put this on there with the factory spring. Now hopefully you were able to see from where I mounted the camera, but all I did was piggyback on top of the spring. So inside of that factory spring on the top side and on the bottom side. So now let's test it to see before we put everything back together. And it works. I've done it before, so I kind of knew. But anyway, guys, it's time to put it back together. And literally all we have to do is just the reverse process of the way we came apart. Well, guys, we are all finished up. That is a super simple project for anybody. If you have one of these 4th gen cars, it is a common problem, and really it's a cheap fix. It's like a $5 spring, and maybe you don't even need the spring. Maybe you just need to adjust your rubber stoppers on the back in order to give you what you need to get it open. But there is nothing worse than getting in the car if you don't have a key fob that unlocks it, and then trying to push that button, go out, it's not working. So you go push it again, you come back, it still doesn't work. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 times, which, you know, that gets old. So hopefully you guys like this video. If you do, please smash that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, please consider go down there and subscribing to my channel. And then while you're down there, hit that bell icon. That way you're notified every time we do a new video. So obviously, guys, we have tons more planned on this car and all the others. So make sure you stay tuned to see what happens next.